Now we are discussing the TCP/IP model. TCP/IP model stands for Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol model. Well, TCP/IP model is the first model which was developed into the market. We have already discussed in the earlier lecture of OSI model that OSI model was a proposal. Proposal means just like somebody have said that we will do such thing and that thing. Just imagine that somebody say we will develop a car. In the car there will be the steering wheel, some tires will be there, car will run at the speed of 200 km/h. Similarly, the OSI was a proposal. But when it was into the development, it was a failure. Just like you are driving a car on the road and it was a fail. It was not able to work. Similarly, when the OSI was implemented, it was a failure. So there was major problems, just like protocols was not set properly. And at that time, they have seen that the data link layer functionality was not as such required. Because physical layer is doing all the task, just like your data sending, then afterward they are also taking care with the repeaters, they are also having the bits, sending the data speed, everything the physical layer is doing. Then data link layer is only doing the error correction, although we have one more layer for the same task, that is transport layer. Similarly, the session layer and presentation layer, they are not doing as such extra task just like the application layer, because the application layer is doing the authentication, authorization, network virtual terminal, so many tasks it was doing. So it was not worked properly. So OSI was not the first model. Then what the developer does, they just combine these layers and develop the first model in the market, and the first model in the market was the TCP/IP model. After the development of TCP/IP model, then they do some improvement in the OSI, then they launched the OSI, and OSI was become the second model. So there we are saying that TCP/IP model is the first model in the market. So if somebody asks you who is the first model, do not say OSI, it is TCP/IP. Now as we know that the session layer and presentation layer was not as much appropriate, so what they have done, they have combined these layers into one layer. So now these all layers are merged together, means all the functionalities of all the three layers are now becoming the one layer. We know that this one is the OSI model, which is having the 7 layers. Now this is combined, and the name given to the combined 3 layers is the application layer. So now there is no more presentation and session layer inside the TCP/IP, but yes, all those functionalities are become the one. Transport layer remain the same because it was very much powerful, but yeah, few things are also added that I will tell you later. But transport layer remain the same. So it is the same layer. Network layer also remain the same, but name changed. Many of the books are saying still it is as the network layer. Many of the books are saying it is the internet layer. Well, there is a reason why it is called internet layer, because the internet functionality IP, internet protocol, is now into this layer. So it is named as the internet layer, and the last two layers are again merged. And these layers, some books are saying it is a physical layer, and few books are saying it is the host to network layer. So it is host to network layer. So now we can see that there are 4 layers into the model, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this model is now named as TCP IP model. So this is the new model they have developed, and this model is very much powerful because if I talk about the telecommunication, then OSI model work. Telecommunication means talking about the telephonic exchanges where we are having the communication system. There we use the OSI model, but where we are having the internet access, there we are having the model that is TCP/IP model. So this is the model which was developed into the market and it was launched first before the OSI model. So the comparison is very easy. If somebody asks you what is the difference between OSI and TCP/IP model, OSI is having the 7 layers, TCP/IP is having the 4 layers. OSI work for the telecommunication and TCP/IP work for the internet. Also there are few more features which TCP/IP is having. Although host to network layer is the combination of data link layer and physical layer, so all the powers are taken. Now there is one layer which is renamed, that is internet layer, which is the rename of network. It contains IP. IP is the internet protocol. Everybody is aware that IPv4, IPv6, everybody is the IP right now. So this IP have 4 more partners. One is ARP, which is address resolution protocol. One is RARP, that is reverse address resolution protocol. Then ICMP, internet control message protocol. Then IGMP, internet group message protocol. So these are the 4 partners or the subordinates of the IP. So these are the new things which are added to the internet layer. Then further, transport layer is now more powerful. It contains the protocols TCP, UDP and SCTP. TCP is the transmission control protocol. This protocol is used for the wired medium. Then we are having UDP, which is user datagram protocol, that is for the wireless medium. And SCTP, stream control transfer protocol, and this is used for the combination of good features of TCP and UDP. SCTP is a combination of TCP and UDP having their best features, because few features of TCP are good, few features of UDP are good, and they are combined together into the stream control transfer protocol. Application layer is very powerful. It contains various protocols just like HTTP. It is hypertext transfer protocol. We know that it is used for the opening the websites. Whenever you are going on the browser and you put some facebook.com, it automatically converts to http/www.facebook.com. It also contains the FTP, which is file transfer protocol for sharing the files. Then it is having the SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol for sending the mail. Then it is having the Telnet. Telnet is used for the remote login. Whenever you are having the Telnet protocol, then you can open the remote system at your system. So example, you are working for a company and now you are working from the home. Now that company server you can open at your home with the help of the Telnet. Then further we are having SNMP, simple network management protocol. So with the help of that you can manage the network. Then DNS, domain name system. Now this domain name system, we know that just like if we are opening google.com, Computer never understand the Google or whatever, the Facebook or any other thing. The English names computer not understand. Computer understand the IP of Google. So that converting IP from the name means Google name to the IP conversion is done from the domain name system. So whenever you type google.com, DNS convert the name to the IP and send the request to the Google server. Afterward, the reply comes back in the IP and again it is converted back to the English form. That is done by the DNS. So these are the 4 layers of the TCP/IP model, and now we are discussing all the layers into the detail.